And welcome back to the Sackheads Radio Show live on the SHR Media Network. I apologize for the technical issues. I wish I could tell you what happened, but to be honest, I don't goddamn know. All I know is once again, we start going after the left, and once again, everything shuts down. Now, I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying
once
something.
again, Sacco's not here.
Yeah.
But he does have remote access.
This is just bizarre.
I'm not saying A plus B equals C. I'm just saying
C plus D equals...
that A minus C equals B. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and we've talked about this before. It's very strange. The last time the computer just went off, which has never happened before, it's got a battery backup. There's no way there was no warning. There was no blue screen of death. It did not act in a
spike.
Right. It did not act in a very typical manner. This time, not only did it didn't just normally die, everything froze, but nothing did. So I could see things scrolling, I could see things moving, all the other stuff, but it didn't respond to anything. So I don't even know how long at this time we were off the air. Why?
Because Little Kim knows that his segment is coming up.
Little Kim does know his segment is coming up. I'm afraid to open the story back up. Afraid to open anything on the computer now. Oh, God.
So I'm just gonna start talking about it.
Go ahead.
Little Kim sent a 9-page letter to us demanding that we stop our hostile nuclear threats towards his country.
Did we wait? He sent it to the Sackheads?
No.
Why would he do that?
I meant to the U.S.
I mean, if he wants to send us stuff,
no, to the U.S. but many in Washington are saying it's a direct message to Donald Trump.
Right.
North Korea, they haven't been too talkative about Trump's election win, but in this 9-page letter, it talks about basically what it hopes America will do, and I think you have a direct quote.
Hello. It also he said he wants to.
No, you have to read it in the.
Wait, I'm getting to it.
Okay. Quote it. This is your segment.
Kim Jong-un also claims that U.S.-led sanctions have deprived it, being North Korea, of the legitimate right to peaceful development of outer space and its buildup of self-defense, nuclear deterrence. God, I'm going to hell. Riddle Kim went on to say the U.S. is running amok to impose unilateral sanctions. It is said that, adding that he believes the root cause of escalated tension between the Korean Peninsula lies with the U.S. hostile policy of nuclear threats against the DPRK, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. I don't know why I let you talk me into this shit.
I didn't talk you into anything. I simply said we have a segment to do. By the way, it's funny that it's the Democratic.
The irony...
This is why the left is so funny. We need to be a democracy. We're not a fucking democracy.
Right. You could call... I could call this the Democratic bottle of water right now. But there's no democracy going on in this.
Right.
This is ridiculous. The shit that they will say. Listen, all he's trying to do is to make friends with New Daddy. New Daddy's coming into the house.
Is he trying to make friends, though?
He is.
You think so?
Yeah, in his own
Did he
little...
send him rice and seaweed?
No,
you put it so eloquently
I don't think
outside?
they eat sushi, Clint. Nice way to generalize that region. But I don't think that he
seaweed
understands what he's getting into. I think in his own... Because you have to understand, he grew up in the bubble. He grew up in the fallacy of his grandfather and his father. I think a lot of the stuff he is brainwashed to believing because that was the only way to keep the legacy going, right? At some point, if you're just an actor, you'll lose your role. I think that he absolutely believes all this shit. I believe he doesn't understand the capabilities of the North Korean military. I think he doesn't understand how.
Oh, he knows they have AA guns.
Right. Well, he knows how to deal with people he doesn't agree with really well. But I don't think he honestly understands, as much as, say, his military advisors do, et cetera, because he thinks he's smarter than he is.
Do you think his military advisors really understand?
Yes. Yes. The guys that have been around 50 years, they know what they can and can't do.
But they're just too freaking scared to go up and tell them
He'll kill them.
Get fucking killed.
He'll kill them. Look at what happens to anybody who sneezes the wrong way around him. You can be a 30-year general high up in his cabinet. He straps you to a board and blasts you with an AA gun. Just amazing.
Because of that.
That alone. But that's the reality. So,
are we going to give him the Sackhead Humanitarian Award for that?
Yes. Ending it quickly. He could have tortured him.
Yep.
So,
gave him an honorable death.
I hate to make fun of it, but at this point, what the hell else can you do, right? So, but this guy, I really think, believes that this 9-page letter to Trump will actually change something. Like, all of a sudden, Trump's going to... shit. We just got a letter from North... Hey, everyone, come around. Stop. Kim Jong-un wants us to stop a few things, and he needs to do it. I really believe that he believes that.
Because Trump and Obama are from opposite parties.
Well,
so if Obama is doing these things, then obviously Trump wouldn't.
Well, I don't even know if he has that mentality. As much as, hey, he's the new guy, and for whatever reason, the last one was kind of mean too, and maybe we can get to him now. I have no idea who he is. He looks like the guy I saw in The Apprentice a couple years ago, but that's about it.
From my stolen box.
from the signal we steal from South Korea. I really think this guy is crazy enough.
One dude jumps the fence, plugs in an extra cable splitter, tunnels it all the way back.
No, because you know how right on the DMZ they have those set of meeting rooms and everything?
Yeah.
It's just the South Korean rock Marines walk in and there's just a plug and an extension cord over the line. And again, guys? Really? Come on. That's your side. Our side doesn't have power. Yeah, I know, but this is our side. That's your side.
Technically, you're stealing power and cable.
Right. It's just one cord that goes all the way to Pyongyang from the border. Just one cable line. Just thousands of feet of it. That was stolen from South Korea as well.
It's scrap metal.
Right. Oh, man. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy that this guy thinks. And listen, though, I think he believes his own BS. I really do.
Of course he does.
That's the craziest part. Like, you ever have like a friend who like you see telling a story at a party and you're like, oh, this is BS, and your friend kind of has that "don't look me in the eye because you're going to call me on it" type thing.
Yeah.
Nobody can call him in the eye because it's not BS. That's the amazing part. So I don't know what he thought.
I want to be Secretary of State just so I can go to North Korea and meet with Kim Jong-un.
Remember when Bill Clinton just showed up and grabbed 2 girls and left? Wait, that didn't happen exactly that way.
That was Thailand. They weren't girls.
I may have misspoke on that one a little bit. No, but remember that, though? When you had those 2 students that were being held by North Korea, and we were trying to, like, get them out and all this other stuff, and then Clinton just shows up, and it's almost like Kim Jong is like, I remember you from the island. High five, buddy. What are you doing? What's going on? I just need these girls to get back. Of course you can have the girls. Any other girls? Did you bring me girls? I'm just here in official capacity.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No, Bill Clinton
Google it.
To North Korea.
You can Google it. Trust me on this one. You can Google it. Man. Yeah, it's just... there's an update on the Tacoma, Washington incident involving the police officer who is now deceased. The suspect has barricaded himself into a house. So that's going on in Tacoma as we speak. And I know that we're having issues and people are having a hard time getting back in, and I apologize. I've done everything I can on this point on my end. So hopefully you're able to get back in. We may have to have an early out tonight, sadly, because I don't know what's going out right now and what's not. I'm getting conflicting reports. Some people can get it, some people can't. So we may early out on this.
Well, let's wrap it up then. But yeah, Bill Clinton went after he was president.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, he was no longer the president.
Okay.
Yeah, he was no longer the president. So due to technical difficulties, we'll try to get them figured out this week. This is acting very, very strange. I apologize, but we're going to cut it early because I'm not going to do a show for people that aren't there to listen. And I know people get it on the download, etc. But I'll merge these two files together and make it one.
Why would people get it on the download? Like, be a proud
download. Load.
Okay, that's a
so
cool term.
Live from a very shaky SHR Media Studios.
And that's not a California earthquake joke.
No, it's just a computer thing.
Computer thing.
And before I put my fist through the screen, you've been listening to the Sackheads radio show live from the SHR Media Networks. We'll catch you next Wednesday night. We will have all of this fixed. Whatever it is, we will fix it.
I don't even know what this is.
I know you don't, but we'll
Right
fix
now.
it. Thank you so much for joining us and sticking through us with any of the technical difficulties that we did have.
With any of the bullshit.
The bullshit. We'll check with you soon.
The best late-night conservative talk show in America, Sackheads Radio. And listen, there are no people better on the air to give you the best in conservative talk than Sackhead Sean and Sackhead Clint. And we're working on immigration papers for a certain other guy who happens to work here, too. For those who are tuning in around the world to the best in late-night conservative talk, Sackheads Radio.
Sack News. Sack News.
Radio.
Sack News. Sack News.
Radio.
The best late-night conservative talk show in America. In America.
In America.
Into the silo.
And in this web was a large, I'm pretty sure it was the biggest spider I've ever seen.